Innovative.
You ain't got shit rolling cause you garbage. How you a shooter and a snitch catching charges? I see my daddy die, a nigga turn heartless. I ain't tripping on these niggas cause they harmless. I'm from the east, but it's north on the garment. Stay away from everybody, you don't know who informers. Walking through the rain, so much pain, I don't feel it. Tell me what a rich nigga gotta do to hit it.
Stay down, came up, nigga never changed up. I done been through some shit, but I kept it dangerous. You ain't been through shit, whole life made up. You don't like what I said, fade up, nigga. I sold bitches, sold packs, but it started off with crack. Late nights, early morning, yeah, it started in the trap. No gig, nigga, I was robbing bitches on fig. I even put a pig in a wig, ayy, get it how I live, got my bankroll chunky. Voices in my head saying bad bitches want me, ayy. All these blue faces, dead man, huh? All this dope shit, the feds.
I was raised on the west side. Okay, I started off in Manchester, then I went to Woodcrest, headed out to Henry Clay, then I went to Wash House, then I went to Gardena, headed out to Lock. I swear I got it on lock, that's on the gang, nigga. I don't do this shit for clout. I been thugging since younger when little kids was in the house. Ain't never been raided. I swear to God, these niggas basic. Tryna fuck a nigga's sister, and I don't care about no space.
Mama been having the same house as a baby. Little doc showed me how to hold my first 380. First thing you need to worry about is your safety. In the city ain't safe, ain't shit out here grave.
Oh yeah.
That shit's hard. That shit's hard as fuck.
Yeah. I'm cool as Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet. And today I'm here with the homies and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Hey.
With that being said, make sure you tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. While you at it, follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture. What's up, my co-host? How you doing today?
It's good. It's Tony Grams. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. Follow Innovative Culture, Punch, Cam, TV, everybody was good.
That nigga live that name, for real. You got the right name, my boy.
Hey. Thank you.
Shit, who we got in the building with us today?
Yeah, introduce yourselves.
Hey, it's Ratchet Azz Killa and this bitch like a baby. You hear me?
Yes, sir. It's the one and only Young Sam.
Yeah.
Instagram, Poppy Chulo Sam.
You
That's
already
right.
know you macked in and tapped in when I go in them G5 like this. You feel me?
Man,
Gang in here.
we got all y'all in the building with us today, man. How y'all feeling?
Man, I'm high, man. I don't know. I ain't get high until I hit your blunt, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on.
That one was passed to me, so I don't know who wrote
This
it.
nigga over here with the gorilla knuckles and shit. Yeah.
All 91.
I'm like, this shit got me high than a motherfucker. Gotta reevaluate my weed.
This is my day off. Shit. It's like even though we working, this is like recreational time. This is the fun time. You know, turn up.
Nigga shut all the windows in the house, nigga locking all
Man.
the windows. Nigga said don't even call my phone, but not disturb.
Yeah, I'm getting high today.
By the time a nigga wake up, we nigga ready to go to the club. Now he calling everybody. Hey, what's happening?
Where you at?
Everything was happening. Nigga, everything I was knocked out all day.
Nigga on the couch.
Like a motherfucker.
Hey, that shit happened on my birthday a couple weeks ago. I literally had to make myself get up. I woke up, smoked, got ready, took a shower, got dressed, had another blunt rolled, smoked that with shoes on, dressed, but just sitting on the couch bumping shit, just chilling. It's maybe like 2 o'clock. And I nigga just like shoes still on, like just laid down on the couch.
It's over.
Nigga pulled the blanket up on my shoulder and shit. It was just like
get your ass up.
and I woke up, it was about 3:30. I was like, nigga, let me get up, nigga. It's like the day going already down there. So it was good though. It's a good one. Yeah. It's them birthday, them turn-ups.
Y'all ever have a moment like that?
Nigga, every day.
Man.
On the real.
Every day. As soon as nigga get up, about to take they bad ass to school and shit, I looking like, damn, they sleep. Shit, let me go back there, lay down for a couple more
Real
hours.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? They late every day. My kids late every day. You feel me?
Damn.
Hey, when you know you can get more time and sleep though, that's when you like.
Damn, I need this extra
Man.
10 minutes, bro.
That extra 10 minutes gonna
Nigga
fuck
said
it
another
all
hour?
up.
Yeah, I feel like it don't matter.
Yeah, the
shit.
way LA traffic work, you know.
Nigga,
That
for
10
real.
minutes make a difference.
Man.
Nigga like be fucked up though, cause the nigga be like, nigga come in at like 5.
Get closer on the way.
Nigga gotta be like, nigga come in at 5. They be like, I'm back up at 7. They be like, nigga, what sleep did you get? Nigga,
None.
back outside. Nigga, everything going up. Nigga, if you done had breakfast and somebody got some deer bro outside, nigga, let me hit the deer bro too. Nigga, I'm outside with you.
Man.
Back on it.
Nigga be like, what y'all doing, nigga? This motherfucker drunk. Like, niggas be in the studio drunk, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Early, we drinking this shit. Like, nigga, we ain't went to sleep.
Niggas that did comedy shows outside,
Nigga finding-
on Sunset, and go somewhere and get something to eat. You smoke it, nigga. There's other niggas out there. You like, oh, nigga, so and so here. So you just
Nigga.
and then it was 3, 4, 5. By the time you get home, it's 6:30. Nigga, back up at 8, 9. Like, yeah, that shit catch up to you though.
Yeah, I bet you run into crazy motherfuckers on Sunset.
You see some of the funniest, weirdest. It don't even have to be a big show. I done been waiting to do a little ass show off of Melrose, matter of fact, and like off of like La Brea and Melrose. Motherfucking nigga walk by, white nigga in fucking high heels, dressed. But I'm talking about like he was like a homeless nigga from the neck down, or from the neck up.
Oh, he out of pocket.
So he was dressed like it was like some Britney Spears shit from the neck down. And then the neck up, the nigga looked like Zangief from Street Fighter.
Shame on him.
Like the nigga was like the beard, dirty, nigga patches of hair and shit.
The homie ran into Xena.
Nigga,
Warrior Princess.
Sad.
nigga, Melrose Princess.
Oh, mama. That sound like that.
I done seen some weird, I done seen some crazy niggas out there fighting, running, getting chased to their cars, trying to get away from niggas.
Yeah, you see a lot of that.
Like niggas trying to with the wrong people and some shit jump off and. It's just you got to know how to move, and you be like, I'm
Nigga done
Marty.
seen some wild shit for sure.
Most definitely.
Where's some of y'all favorite places in LA? I mean, I'm sure like other than performing like all over, just everywhere else, but just in say in LA. Since I know everybody come out in LA.
What you mean, like restaurants, the places to eat, or like
just to perform, to do y'all shows and shit.
Man, I really like going to these little underground parties and shit, man, because they really like turn up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you go to the clubs and shit, they want to look. I don't like performing when motherfuckers just got their cameras out like this.
Yeah.
Like, nah, turn up,
Like,
shake
I'm
that
gonna
ass,
get that
bitch.
motherfucker
Yeah, I
out
like
there.
to see that. But you know what I'm saying? These underground parties, that's where it's at for me.
It seemed like they were already big, and they kind of like COVID made them crack even harder.
On everything.
I don't know what this nigga talking about. Light me up. You feel what I'm saying? Light me up. I need all the camera phones out on 4 of them. I need.
He said, I want
you
the
get that footage.
It's the energy though. I feel what you saying.
Now, even with them camera phones out there, you still got to be turned up. I want to see like lights hitting the floor.
Bro,
you know how you can tell somebody dancing?
Look
Like,
like
You know what I mean,
yeah,
bro?
yeah,
Niggas be looking,
yeah.
they just staring like, damn, y'all gonna sing along with this shit, or they're just gonna record me, huh? All right.
I done did a lot of like shows where that's my even now that I do comedy, and that's always been my thing to like watch the crowd. As far as like you see niggas like that know the words to your shit that you would need, that should be like weird. Like damn, I didn't even know somebody actually heard this shit.
Yeah.
And you performing shit, and niggas is like word for word like saying your shit. It's like that's a dope ass feeling.
Crazy.
Hey, it's
feeling.
different performing with your eyes closed than when it open.
Uh-huh.
On forward, you don't know what's going on
That's
with his
it.
clothes. You just up there.
Yeah,
Once
I
you
think
get to
so.
turn
his eyes
Your shit
closed.
be
everything, that's how I used to do at first. When I used to perform that shit with y'all at first.
Nigga was scared.
Eyes
Nigga.
and
Like
mine.
we all got to get over that
You
shit.
either
That
close
stage
your
fright.
eyes or you look to the back of the
Bro,
room.
what?
On everything.
You
The
looking
back of the
past
room. I
everybody.
ain't seeing nothing.
I
Nigga
used to
don't
do
wanna look
that.
at nobody. you feel
My
me?
shit was I would just stand. I would be like in one spot, and I would just be doing the rapper hand. I'll be getting off, but I was just like, and then after maybe like a year or so, it was just
Hey, look,
nigga all over the
crazy shit,
stage
look.
and shit though.
I used to put the shades on, right? I still do now, but when I first put them on, this bitch, she like a real fan of mine, bro. She hit me up like, please don't do it. Please don't sell your soul. I noticed you have the shades on your music
God
video.
damn.
I'm like, damn.
Bitch, I'm just trying to look cool.
Bitch, I'm shy, bitch. I don't want to see the people.
I
What
want
the
to look them in the eyes.
fuck is you talking about?
This nigga got Illuminati on
Bro,
speed dial.
she funny
This
as
nigga
fuck,
like,
bro.
where you at?
Yeah, she's
Membership
crazy
card.
shit.
The Illuminati. This nigga said he chopped up some coke with the Illuminati membership card. No, but that's
So let me in there.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
that was some crazy shit. I'm like, why did she say that?
that's motherfucker. I think a lot of people just think that's normal. I mean, there's some weird shit I'm sure in Hollywood, but like I think niggas just think because when they see you with success, that's the first shit. Like
Yeah.
damn, this nigga popping. He got the chain. He did it.
Bitch,
Like
I'm
damn, nigga. Like yeah, like
Yeah,
I got a joke about that. Me and an ex broke up. And I was like, a woman walked up to me. This shit really happened. I was doing a show on Sunset at the rooftop. I'm hosting and shit. And she's like, man, Tony, it's so sad. You know, you and your ex broke up. You guys were such a power couple. And I'm like, power couple? Bitch, I got an EBT card with $42 on that motherfucker. This bitch got a Camry. She got to get in on the passenger side. What the fuck, nigga? The only power we got on Stars. The fuck you talking about? Like, nigga, power, but that's what people see. oh, she done did a few music videos and you a comedian, you be doing it. Like, nigga.
That nigga said, bitch, you probably got no stuff.
Nigga, I got 92 in stamps and 42 in cash on this one card, bitch. This is gas money. And probably an eighth money, bitch. What the fuck you talking about?
This nigga crazy.
I'm telling you, like, nigga, but yeah, what's your wildest shit? Like, people just assume, like, because y'all are, like, you pop in, your name is known, niggas know you, so that makes other people think the hustle is done, or, like, y'all already there, but we know, like, everybody got to keep going. What's the weirdest shit you've had? Maybe, like, a request, or some people, like, like, I know you got it, big bro. Come on, hey, like, an older nigga, hey, come on, cuz, I know you got a little nigga.
Come on, cuz,
Nigga, come on, my nigga.
Man, you know what? I think I don't know. Somebody told me, I ain't even gonna say your name, bro. Nigga asked me, he say, hey, man, I see you doing, I know I can do it. Just put me on first, and then you go after me. I swear to God.
Yeah, what the fuck?
True story. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
So
like,
he want your first class ticket.
He want the first, like, put me on first.
Just give me your ticket.
You know, I'm like, all right, bro, I got you, bro. I'm gonna let you do your thing, bro.
Just give me your ticket.
I'm gonna let you do your thing, bro. But that was the most craziest shit somebody done asked me. It ain't been nothing to.
That's like somebody asking for your seat, like on a trip somewhere. Like,
let me get your seat, bro.
Hey, let me get your seat real quick.
G5?
Yeah, just let me get your seat.
And they got a lot of cousins now, you know.
What was the question?
The weirdest like request, like the most off the wall request somebody didn't ask you for, knowing like you do what you do, you know? Because everybody perception, you know, like you say, like you on, you know.
See, I wouldn't even say like me being who I am, but I can talk about this time where a nigga was like, this like back in the day. It's like I was like ENT days. Nigga was young.
Yeah.
Nigga was trying to get a job. So me and a homie, we went to go try to get to the job. Boom. We go downtown. It was kind of weird to us because it was like, hold on, bro. Nigga like where he told us, he was like, man, we gonna meet right here. This nigga had us meet at Burger King. Nigga like, man, Burger King, you know what I'm saying? Okay, like, okay, so like we young, you know what I'm saying? So we like, all right, Burger King, you know what I'm saying? We gonna sag in here, you know. We go with the attire on, you know, we got the whole little
Trying to get a
wham
job,
on.
nigga.
Boom. So, nigga, we go to the shit. We in here talking. He come with his little handbag, little wham. Then he takes some little papers out, right? Then he got to talking to us about the job and shit, right? So, man, the homie sitting right there, we listening to the nigga talk. He like, yeah, man, you know, you're gonna be escorting people, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be escorting superstars, you know? So, man, the homie, we sitting right there happy. We like, oh, for sure, nigga, we about to be boom. Now, this where it got tricky. There's a switch flip. Bam. That nigga said, but, you know, whatever they want, though, like, you know, whatever they want to do, you know, we have to do that. Man, the homie looked at each other, was like, all right, sir, have a nice day. You know what I'm saying? We up out of here. Like, what the fuck, man? The homie walking out, we talking to each other while walking out. Like, man, this nigga think because we young. Yeah. Nigga think he's stupid. Like, what the fuck you mean? Whatever they want to do. So, basically, you telling me we escort these people. They want to take us back to the wham. We got to do it. Man, you crazy as a
I mean, you might just have to, hey.
They'll go fuck you.
Yeah, that was new age pimping.
Hey.
He was like, that was internet pimping. He was like trying to sneak pimping.
Escort, bro.
That was sneak pimping. He's an escort.
He said he was an escort. You just got the wrong idea.
This nigga sneak pimping on
Trying
you.
to sell you for the high, bro.
So you get the money first. That nigga like, get the money first.
That wasn't cool.
Like, who the fuck? Nigga, nah. Yeah,
And the homie, like, he out of pocket for that.
So what,
Hold on, Sam, you got any moment?
Yeah.
Or anything, the weird requests?
I done had a crazy moment where a nigga was going to the club with some of my peoples and shit, and soon we get to the club, we like in a cool little Escalade tinted up. So soon we get to the club, I hop out. The owner, he like, Wiz Khalifa. He on it. So I'm laughing. I'm like, boom, boom. But then he start talking to my cousin. We want him in the club. We got 4 bottles for him. Boom, boom. So my cousin, he like, nigga, we finna get in this club.
Yeah, gonna work this angle.
So they got
to
that
the fullest.
Yeah, we go in the club and
be
do
like,
it
yeah,
up.
bitch.
Turn up and all that. Boom, boom. Turn up, all that shit. So then some random like Armenian guy come in like,
It's always
oh,
Armenian.
he like, Wiz my boy. Let me go talk to Wiz. So look, we get to, the dude get to us and shit, and then he like, that's not Wiz. And then my cousin like, man, I said that's Wiz Khalifa, brother. He said, brother, man. He was like, nah, man. Boom. So, look, I swear to God, like 10 minutes later, we get a bill, 4-bottle bill, like for all them bottles. Like, what?
How much was it? Like 6 G's?
It was high. I forgot the exact price. We didn't pay for it, though.
4,200.
So nigga would have came and said, nah, I would have been, hey, me and the homies would have been.
Hey, niggas start leaving one by one.
Yeah,
Niggas
Hey,
start
we didn't pay for
dropping
it.
off.
That shit was funny, though. That shit was a funny moment. That's
Mama, I would have been dying.
So is that like equivalent to a dine and dash?
basically, yeah, because we got up out of there.
That's a ball and bounce, nigga.
On the real, we did a look. We was in the club turning up and all that. On the real.
Nigga, it's time to bounce. Let's go. Everybody
real,
leave.
bottle after bottle.
No questions asked. When I say let's go, everybody just walk.
Oh.
Nigga, run if you have to, nigga.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit was funny though.
So, like in comedy right now, who's some of y'all like favorite like people to watch or shows?
Like of all time?
I'll ask that one in a minute. But I'll say right now in this era, like you got a lot of new dudes that might do stand up, but they do like content. You got like a Watsomi Kwan or
you want to say like the last
Teddy,
5 years?
R.I.P. Teddy.
What's the nigga
like,
from Atlanta name?
From the show Atlanta?
Yeah, no, cut name. I think Desi
DC?
Banks.
You talking about the
Banks.
nigga? That nigga funny as a
funny
mother.
I gotta see
That
it.
nigga said.
His name like Desi
What
Banks.
that nigga
Desi
say? You
Banks.
ever hear that one when
Yeah,
nigga was
funny
talking
as
about how niggas is in L.A.? When that nigga did a little rap, bro, that nigga is
On everything.
I gotta see, dude. Yeah, I never.
Bro.
I gotta see every minute.
What's the other nigga? Lou do too much.
Lewis Belt. Lewis Belt.
Yeah.
That's it. I be seeing him a lot at the clubs. I be seeing him on Sunset a lot out there. At the little I crack him up. I seen him at crack him up in the Ha a lot. Yeah, he's pretty funny when he do
So
that.
D-Ray.
Yeah, D-Ray. Yeah, D-Ray been funny for fucking
D-Ray
years.
funny as fuck.
He kind of getting like what he owed, kind of because he been going hard. That's to me like what hard work is when niggas work.
Yeah.
Cause I can remember seeing D-Ray and fucking as an extra on shit in like the late '90s, and seeing D-Ray just being the funny black dude on certain little shit here and there in like the early 2000s.
Everything.
Then he started doing movies, and in between there you would see him still doing his stand up.
That's my nigga Pete.
Like,
He got longevity like a motherfucker.
and then
That
just
nigga
for
real.
where he got his show, start hosting at the Improv every Monday with what is it, Monday Rays or some shit? I forgot.
That gave him his own
Yeah,
night.
he been had that shit for a
That's
few
hard.
years. Like he be having the top comedians, entertainers, performers up there just chilling, and to see that to where the nigga like that shit's dope. So shout out D-Ray though. For real.
Michael Blackson too. Nigga fuck with him. That nigga
He
funny.
been doing this shit for a minute.
Yeah.
You know? He been grinding for a long time.
Look at this sheet.
Seeing him on like 90s comedy game shows.
Yeah,
and
this
shit.
nigga was showing me some shit
Damn.
with him like some
Snaps.
niggas niggas bagging on each
These
other.
niggas doing your mama jokes and shit.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
he
like a contest. You
he
feel
out
me?
there in the big
like
ass
that
dot
old
sheet.
It's on MTV.
It was like an old ass
He used to
wild
come on
out.
HBO, I think, back in like
Okay.
the 90s.
Yeah, he was on Repos too. You remember
Yeah,
that movie?
Yeah,
Cat
that shit was
Williams.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that
Master
shit was
P.
funny.
all
That was like in the early stages. Not even the early, but
That
like
nigga repoed his mama car. Remember?
I like them old bootleg kind of like kind of street movies that like only black people would really
Yeah.
know. Like I was a big fan of shit like that. And then Repo
Still
was
a
one
fan
of
of
them.
shit like that.
Shit like fucking
What's
like,
your favorite movie that was like that style?
like Thicker Than Water or some shit.
Thicker Than
like,
Water.
I
I
like
love
shit
Thicker
that
Than-
wasn't
I
a
love
major
Thicker Than
movie.
Water, nigga.
Man, it was
I
this
got the
movie
hookup.
called fucking.
That shit was
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah, I got the hookup for sure.
That's it.
But it was
You know
another.
what nigga movie nigga be sleep on?
What's that tripping?
Tripping.
Man, I was just about
That's
to
when
watch
he
that the other day.
caught the bus to prom.
Nigga,
huh?
Nigga sneezed on
that
him.
shit was funny
Hey,
as fuck.
The
Fat
Boosie
Beach
movie,
and all
the
that.
Ghetto Story movie.
Yeah, Ghetto Stories was.
Bro.
That was
I
my
ain't never
shit.
watched that shit, bro.
You
That
ain't
nigga
nigga.
dumb.
I
My
bought. I
nigga
was
said-
nigga. I wouldn't bought the DVD when that shit
what
came
you
out.
doing? That nigga said, I ain't doing nothing, just
Hold on,
smoking
is
a
that
little
the one when
perk.
Boosie and Webby they found out was they brothers?
They was cousins.
Oh,
was
yeah, I
they
seen-
brothers
I
or
did.
cousins?
I seen that, bro.
Oh yeah, Block Party for sure.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
block
no,
parties and
that's
shit.
Ball of blocking though,
Ball
bro.
of
All the
Blocking,
blocking.
that's like
Cash
one.
money.
See,
for
hey,
sure.
see what I need you to do, go lay over in one of them project cuts right now. When my people get me right, I'ma get you right. You heard me? That nigga said, man, motherfuck Curly and them, you know? That nigga, hey, free VG, nigga. That's like, that was a real nigga right there. That nigga been around nigga
What's
since
that
I was
one?
a kid.
Tales from the Crib.
Oh yeah,
Tales
the
from
first,
the Hood.
yeah, Tales from the Hood,
Tales
yeah.
from the Hood. Yeah, that shit was
That
cold.
nigga said you refry some beans right the first time. You ain't gotta refry them motherfuckers
Nigga,
again.
House
nigga.
Party 3.
House Party 3.
3?
Nigga with immature in them.
Yeah, that was
the
3.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that had more like the
Bernie
LA
Mac.
vibe to
Hey,
it.
nigga, that
Yeah.
motherfucker was
I like
funny
that one.
Bernie
I
Yeah.
Mac.
fuck with all of them. 1, 2, and
All the
3.
yeah,
I
they were
fuck
the
with
shit.
all of them.
After it got kind of booty.
Close that goddamn
But,
door.
It did when
when immature to
yeah, when the
Marcus
other
Houston
niggas
took
got up
over.
on there, yeah.
Marcus Houston became like
that shit became suspect.
this nigga Roger was like the. He said the shit became suspect.
He was Roger after that.
No, about
No,
this.
he was Roger before that. No, I'm saying after 3. Like after 3,
3, that's
he
when
was
he
then
got
he
the-
became Roger. But
Yeah.
then the house parties after that was garbage.
That was just him making his own movie.
That was some bullshit.
Yeah, we didn't want to go to that house party.
Yeah, it's just.
That's
They
out.
got another one that's about to drop. Y'all see that? I think LeBron James production
Man, we
company
ain't
put it
watching
together.
it, man. It's over. It's a burrito for that shit.
The house party done.
These
don't
niggas
even go to
supposed to
house
like
party.
take over
Bro,
LeBron's house.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When they be doing that shit, bro, they be coming up with the stupidest shit ever.
It
though.
be- it
like,
don't even
if I
make
can see it
sense.
right now. I give it like next year. They
No.
gonna have a Menace to Society 2 come out.
Class act, bro.
They
It
gonna
wasn't
have-
over. It was class act.
Class
After
act was
class
the
act,
shit.
it was over.
Class
Now-
act was the shit.
Hey, but
That's my-
I feel like the new generation fuck with the newer ones instead of the older ones. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because I watched some kids and asked them how high do they like better, and they like the new one. You feel me?
Yeah.
The
They
new
like,
one?
Yeah, the one where
What's right now? Because all that bullshit. In the
yeah.
shit. Like, man, hell
Yeah.
no.
Nah, that shit was bullshit.
that shit was funny though.
It was
but
funny, but it was like, come on, this ain't how high.
This ain't how high
Yeah, this
at
ain't
all.
it.
When they came with the How High show, you know when they came with they had a How High TV
Niggas
show.
don't even remember
Yeah,
shit
'cause
like
it was
that.
it was garbage, and it was Red Meth on this shit on Channel 11.
It just didn't work,
And that
huh?
shit was like they had like 4.
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember,
Red and Meth. That's what it was
I
called.
remember it was like 4 episodes, and it would come on like Sundays or something.
That
I
shit
like,
got
Yeah, I remember
canceled.
and that shit was like they took that shit off. And
shit-
I was watching because you know
Hey,
if
you
you
know
fuck
who
with
else
niggas.
funny, bro? Niggas be sleeping on? The nigga Eddie Griffin.
Eddie
Oh, my
Griffin.
mama. But
Bro.
you
Come
what?
on now.
He got a
Nigga.
stand-up called Voodoo Child. That's my favorite
What's
stand-up
that
from
movie?
him.
That movie called Foolish.
Yeah,
nigga.
That nigga
I
bust
thought
the
you
windows
saw-
out his car. That nigga said, "Now I'm
nigga
driving.
was the
I'm
funniest
driving with
nigga.
glass all in my ass.
Bro,
Trying to after I didn't get this bitch out of my car, nigga. This
He a
nigga.
legend.
I'm gonna watch that. Thank you
What's
for
the
playing
movie with
my-
him and that other black nigga
He a
though?
legend.
You talking about Double Take?
Double Take.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Hey,
yeah.
that
shit
movie
was
comedy.
funny as fuck.
Hey, y'all ain't got no malt liquor up in
Hey,
here.
them nigga, that
How you
nigga,
gonna run
No
a
old
successful
English.
business?
Everything.
No Coke
You ain't got
45.
no slit smoke. Look,
Nigga,
man.
That nigga
you
said-
ain't keeping
that
it
nigga
real.
pulled up- That nigga pulled up to the border. That nigga was rocking. He was like, "Yeah, tell him I'm here." At a Tiffany.
I like Undercover Brother.
Undercover.
I like that
Brother
shit.
too,
Oh yeah, that
everything.
nigga dumb. Man.
That was
Dave
funny.
Chappelle.
That nigga the
Conspiracy
mayonnaise
Brothers.
and shit.
So he got a new one out?
What, the Undercover Brother?
Nah, he got a new stand up out?
No. It's some old shit. It's from
Oh.
the 90s called Voodoo Child. I feel
Voodoo
like that was my
Child,
favorite stand-up that I loved from him.
No. Hey, but you know what? Nigga, back in the day when I was a kid, when my mom used to go get her hair braided from a little female house, she used to put on all the Def Comedy Jams.
Yeah.
That used to be
Bro.
the shit, bro.
Them motherfuckers used to be funny.
Them the
Yeah,
shits
crazy.
that
What?
and that's the cold part as a comedian. And the shit I watched, and like how you said, you'd go to like other people's house and see it. I remember shit being on at my homie dad would be watching this shit. We'd be over his house just chilling, and I'd see that shit and be like, and be laughing like this shit got me crying. I'm laughing
Man.
so hard. But now to be like, I'll be out at shows and these same niggas that I watched when I was 13, 12. I'm like, niggas smoking, passing these niggas a blunt. I see these niggas and they still,
hard.
and some of them haven't made it to where it's like they getting money, they paid, they good, they comfortable, but they name ain't like it's like
So-
not a Kevin Hart or a,
Niggas ain't got a whole night
yeah,
at a comedy
exactly.
club.
But
when
it's
they
like,
name it after them and
but
shit
that
like
still
that.
is inspirational for me because I'm like, nigga, I've told niggas, bro, I watched you when I was like, you was the first nigga I remember like. Nigga, I was telling your joke at school like the next day, and like now I'm like sitting here like I go up before.
What was
this
that show
nigga
on
or something,
BT
like-
called?
Comic View.
Comic View.
That was Comic
I
View,
grew
right?
up on
Hey,
Comic
so-
View. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Who you think had the best set on Kings of Comedy?
The
Yeah,
best set?
that's a good
Best
question.
set.
That's one of my questions.
Bernie
usually.
Mac.
Bernie
Now,
Mac.
everybody
I
say
can't. I don't know.
Bernie
See,
Mac.
now, I'll say this. I'll say this. Bernie Mac did have the best set, but DL was my favorite set.
It was?
You know how you can understand somebody else's number one, but like I like number three though. Number three, like the
That
style.
shit
of it.
funny. All of them.
Yeah,
What you
all
think?
of them was funny.
Oh God.
All of
You
them.
say everybody. What do you
Even
think?
Cedric killed it. It was just
That
a
shit too
different.
funny.
It's a different type of like style of
They all
the
killed
way
it.
they
That
booked
shit
that
funny.
show. They all came with it, but
For sure.
DL was my favorite one. The way that nigga said, "Bitch, I thought somebody your eyes so big. I thought somebody was behind me, bitch." That nigga like turned around and looked like nigga.
That shit was funny.
I'm 12. I don't
It's
know how
hard
to rent
to put
shit.
an order to it. I ain't gonna lie.
For the order.
I can't
Hey,
because I
ain't gonna
can't
lie.
leave
Even
Steve
when
Harvey
yeah, I
out
was about
or
to say even with
Cedric
Steve
or-
Harvey, he
on the
came with it. That
That
nigga
was
said
his
that
best
nigga
shit.
said they was throwing them tables down. That nigga said. Nigga said the
can't
band.
leave
He said
him
how the
out.
hell that was
Niggas
black.
build
The
a
band still
sailboat, nigga.
playing.
Man.
That's your funny, bro.
That shit, I went to I was in the theater. I went to the movies to see that shit.
Nah,
nigga.
Bernie was
like
funny.
Comic
Nigga
View.
sliding out the
Bernie was
seat.
funny, but
nigga.
I, like back in the day, that's when D.L. Hughley was kind of funny. You feel me? He did have some little memorable moments in that shit.
You think
Bernie
he was
Mac,
funnier before he
did
got his
fuck him.
TV
Bernie
show?
Mac
because
fucked him,
D.L.
though.
made his name on Comic
Bernie
View.
Mac funny. Soon he
He fucking-
came out, he was getting
Yeah,
up.
he was
Go,
fucking it up.
Bernie. Go, Bernie. He was getting up. That
This nigga
nigga
stupid.
was doing some shit. Like,
But that's what he made his name on that, like on Comic View
That
DL,
Comic View one,
like
too.
roasting niggas, and that's where he actually
He said,
people
"I ain't
used to
scared
kind of
of you
talk shit
motherfuckers."
because not Bernie, DL.
Oh, yeah.
Because when DL hosted, they all other than Bernie, all three of them and other than Bernie and Steve never hosted Comic View, but Cedric and DL did, and that was like some like big LA shit back in the like early '90s. It's episodes where I see like my mom and her friends in the audience on fucking Comic View, and
That's
like
tight.
you see niggas with Jerry curls and beepers and shit in the audience, like on back in the. That's how long. That's how far back that shit went. So
Hell yeah.
but he built his shit more on roasting niggas in the audience. So like if y'all was here, oh we got rap niggas up here.
Yeah, 'cause-
That was what DL
real.
did. He really didn't do sets. And a lot of people kind of used to give him shit like, oh, nigga, you. But it's like, this nigga, don't get mad because this nigga killing your shit by just stating the obvious of what's sitting
Perfect
in the
example.
audience. Like,
Remember when he went on the
Yeah.
Fresh Prince and he was friends with Will and shit, but he was doing stand-up comedy?
he
Y'all
was
remember
Will's
that
best
episode?
friend. He was one of Will's best friends.
But
DL.
his stand-up that he
Damn, I remember
did,
that.
I remember that.
he was
episode.
talking about niggas in the crowd.
I remember that episode.
I
Like
ain't
a
never seen
motherfucker.
it.
That was his whole. That's always been
You
his.
niggas watch a lot of TV. Y'all remember that episode?
I'm just old, nigga.
I'm like a trivia.
Hey, so,
I don't
you know,
know, man. I
motherfucker-
want to go on a game
I'm
show
like,
or
If
something.
if they told motherfuckers they had to chop a Friday, which one would y'all chop?
Don't say next Friday, please.
Yeah,
don't.
I probably
Y'all
would
better not say that.
I probably would say
I
that.
know it. That's what I
But
said.
see,
Don't
no,
say
honestly,
that.
I would
Don't
say this.
say
Real
that.
shit.
But you
I would
got
say
to,
this.
though.
I would say the end of 3.
The end? No, I gotta be the
The
whole
end
movie.
of 3 was like.
It gotta be the whole movie.
Other than the Money Mike and
gotta be 3,
the nigga in the bathroom
got-
and the
hey,
whole party.
I could do
the
without the
whole,
third one.
The niggas chasing him, the
I
blood,
ain't
the
gonna
crip
lie,
niggas
bro.
chasing him
My
through the
thing
old
gonna
people.
be-
That shit
even
was
three
like.
was funny as fuck. but
3 was funny
out
as
of it,
fuck
though.
till the end.
3 was
I
funny
think
as
three
fuck,
gotta
but
go.
3 out
If
of
it had to
you
be
know what I'm saying?
1, 3
I
gotta
kind of
go.
agree with that. I kind of
Like 3 was funny. It was funny as a
funny,
motherfucker,
but
but it's
I didn't
out
like
of
the
there.
end. The end
Oh
was
my
doo-doo.
mama, nigga, next Friday,
felt
first
2 was-
Friday.
but I
that was
felt
a-
What happened to
was
the
too
last
quick.
security guard?
I felt 2 was too. Nigga, you don't even know what happened to the last security guard.
See, that shit funny as
Like,
fuck.
that was funny. Nigga, it's small in here.
nigga,
No,
on
nigga, you big in
everything.
here.
That's it.
Nigga, but 2,
Hey,
I
but
felt
3
went too
is funny.
fast.
3 is
No,
funny.
3 funny
It's
as
just
fuck.
all funny.
It just
Fuck,
on
I'ma
its
do it this
start.
flash
Just, I
finish.
don't know. It's just something about 1 and 2 that
1 and
just.
2 is just like the best one.
I felt,
real
I felt
comedy.
2 went too fast though. 2 was too short.
It was over fast.
I
as
was
fuck.
like, what the fuck?
Because it was
Like,
supposed to be one day.
But
It was supposed to
damn.
be
No,
one
because
day.
the way
That
he
was daylight
the
saving
way he
time.
wrote, you got to think about it. 3 wasn't even the way he did. 3 wasn't even supposed to happen. He did 3 on a fluke. Think about it, because when everything happened with the Smokey situation, like he said, he was like, "Nigga, that next one after that was supposed to be them going to jail." I don't know if y'all ever heard that nigga say that, but when he had that interview, he said, "Nigga, the next one was them going to jail." He said, "Nigga, what's the name? Them didn't want that shit. They didn't want them to go to jail." So he said he
That's
scratched
why they
that
like
one.
DJ Pooh, because you notice DJ Pooh didn't write no other ones. He only wrote the first one.
He on the
Pooh,
first
bro.
one.
Yeah, Pooh didn't have nothing to do with none of the other 2, just the first
Hey,
one.
Ricky Smiley did his thing in 3. Though.
Yeah.
Ricky
Yeah.
Smiley.
That nigga said finally. Nigga said
Lil
medium.
Daryl. What
That
y'all
nigga
know about
said
Lil
It's so
medium.
funny though, because
Nigga,
I
something
didn't
for
know
the
that was.
skinny
I didn't know
nigga.
the smoker nigga was him for a minute. Nigga, I didn't know the smoker nigga was Ricky
That's when that
Smiley.
nigga said
Extra
nigga,
medium.
That nigga
extra
said,
medium.
"Ooh,
Something for the
God,
skinny nigga.
Always wanted one. That nigga was
That
on
nigga
one.
said something for the skinny nigga. That nigga said with the extra medium.
nigga was
What the
funny.
fuck is an extra medium,
That nigga
nigga?
said, "Y'all old bitches."
Nigga,
need
that
to
shit
move
sound
from
like
the
my
front
size, nigga.
Yeah,
I ain't
3
even
is
gonna
Nah,
funny.
I wouldn't even put that on you, bro. Like
That
that's
nigga said,
that was.
"No, we said." That nigga said, "No, we security. We in charge." They don't
Hey, y'all
start
can't
that
be
shit.
using this. Y'all can't be using the Lord's name to sell pussy on
That
this
nigga
corner.
said, "Nigga said,
Like that
bitch."
nigga told some old ladies that
He said,
nigga.
"Who you talking to?"
Nigga,
That's
fuck
when they
this
found out
nigga.
what happened to the last security guard.
Yeah, he was tripping.
Doing the same shit.
Nigga up there, nigga said, "Don't be sorry, ho, be careful." Nigga said, Nana. That was an introduction.
We got
Because
some
I
classics.
first seen him on Comic View, Cat Williams.
I ain't
Cap,
never seen
that's
Cap.
when he was Cat in the Hat.
I
that was
seen-
his, and he used to come out
Yeah.
in the little muscle
For sure.
shirts and the top hat and his hair
Lil
all pressed
Duval
out.
started on Comic View.
On
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, that nigga-
Yeah.
all these niggas.
Hell yeah.
What's that nigga name? Shucky Ducky Quack Quack.
Yeah.
Shucky Ducky.
Shucky Ducky Quack Quack.
They talked about how he kind of like fell off because of like kind of niggas like Chris Tucker and
Oh,
Hey, but what about
niggas
the
was
actors
roasting
that
him.
do funny shit though? Like the nigga in 3 Strikes.
Oh, Brian Hooks.
I don't give a
Oh, yeah,
fuck.
Brian
That
Hooks
nigga
was-
funniest nigga. That nigga said.
I used to follow that nigga on
That
Twitter.
nigga said, "Why you leave the little homie on stuck?"
Man, I ain't
I
leaving
knew
little
it.
nigga. Stop moving your motherfucking hands. That nigga started. Hey, that nigga started playing with the leaf. That nigga started playing. That nigga started playing with the tree. Like I mean, I was just saying. Like he was massaging that motherfucker. Like I was just saying. Like what is this?
got hot.
What is this? Poison ivy, nigga? Like
got
That nigga said.
I kind of would have did the same thing though at that point. Like just steal on this nigga because that's all you really want.
That nigga said-
Because really that's you mad and I feel like nigga I'm mad and like you was supposed to do some shit and you sent the unstable
But look,
nigga.
the whole T-Bird
That nigga said I
shit,
couldn't
all
do
that
nothing.
shit.
Yeah,
too.
T-Bird.
That nigga said I couldn't do
T-Bird
shit. He said I couldn't do nothing. You threw the
Hey.
shit right in my lap. And he said, "My bad, Saha."
He said, but good-
Why you ain't get at me about that shit the other day?
When he started mimicking him, that's when he really got hot.
Yeah.
That
That's
nigga
when it was
busted the
over
40
with.
over T-Bird head, nigga, in front of the liquor store. Oh shit!
And T-Bird really called the
He
nigga.
really called the nigga.
T-Bird really called the nigga, but he bust this nigga in his head.
We got some classics. Damn.
But a lot of Brian Hooks movies is funny as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Anything
Fat
with him.
Beach.
Like Fat Beach.
Fat
beach,
Beach.
yeah, the beach movie.
Q the movie.
No,
the
you got
barbecue.
the other beach movie, Malibu.
Yeah,
Oh,
Malibu.
yeah, that was
that's the
fucked
one.
And this nigga rapping in both of
Yeah.
them, like the Don Zelly shit.
That's where
Don-
40 in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He 40 in all his movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit funny.
Yeah, that
That's
nigga.
super funny.
That nigga cold.
Yeah, fucking it was another dude that used to be in the movies with him though. I think his name is Charles, like something Brunson, and the nigga Daryl Brun. It's like something he used to, but he was kind of like I don't want to call him a fake Martin, but he kind of was on some like he was short, had that little
You
like.
talking about the nigga that was in
he was in
Poetic
the
Justice?
East. No, I don't know. I don't think he was.
That nigga
He
funny
was in
as
the East
fuck,
Sider
too.
movie.
That's the
Guy
guy
Torrey.
Guy
Yeah,
Joe
that's
Torre.
Guy Torrey.
That's
That
Joe
nigga.
Torre.
Or Joe Torre, yeah.
Joe.
So
Man, get the nigga
Joe.
name
Nigga
right.
Chicago.
Torrey.
Chicago.
Hey,
But
so-
this
Chicago.
nigga, but this nigga, this Daryl, I think it's Daryl Brunson. He was in the East Sider movie. He was a nigga that went to jail with Snoop. He was Snoop's like right hand man in the East Sider movie.
Damn, I forgot.
Yeah, like he did all those Xenon, whatever that movie, because Brian Hooks had like a film, like a contract with Xenon. So that's where all like Fat Beach, Q the movie, all those like dope ass low budget. What was it? Chat room.
Yeah.
Where he was on the where him and his dude is in that. Dude is in chat room with him.
Yeah, I
He one of his
remember that
homies where they trying to get like meet bitches off when the internet was still new and you couldn't even see motherfuckers really. You could just like talk to them. And they having bitches come
You
over.
sending
and it's
instant
like-
messages and shit.
Yeah, and they having bitches come over and they be like, some of them be bad as fuck, but then they be crazy, or something be wrong with them. So that's one of his movies too. But in that whole era, that dude was one of like they stars too.
He
And-
was always
yeah
like,
in the movie, and that's why they in the East Sider movie was on Xenon.
Yeah.
So they put like him. He was pretty much he like a little fake Martin, and he like funny as fuck. But I kind of never. He did a little stand up, and I never seen him again though. just from
it's
that
not
shit.
good to be a fake
Y'all fuck with
anything.
what's his name? Boo Hefner? What's his name? Boo Hefner, the fat nigga.
The light skinned nigga.
He was on Thicker Than Water.
Boo Capone.
Oh, Boo Capone, my
Boo
nigga.
Capone,
Yeah,
Boo Capone.
that's my nigga right there.
Yeah,
Boo
that
Capone.
funny as
That
fuck.
like, yeah, that like,
That nigga.
He be
funny.
on Roast Me.
Yeah,
yeah.
that
With the nigga
nigga.
with the big eyes and shit. That
Big ass
man,
eyes.
we did a
Yeah.
few shows together. Dude, a cool ass.
That nigga
like,
funny.
and it's crazy.
that nigga funny.
I grew up and he was rapping. He was on that nigga was from Who Banging with Mac 10.
I didn't know
And he
he
like
was a
a
rapper.
like that nigga from Biddy Stones and everything. He like a real he puts
Yeah.
talk about it in his stand up. He be blood niggas and everything on Sunset and he a real nigga, but I grew up, that nigga lived down the street from me. So I used to see like the Who Banging truck come and pick this nigga up when I was like a kid. And then just to see this nigga now,
that's
same thing,
legendary.
this nigga doing comedy
Everything.
and where he at now. But he was the funny nigga in Thicker Than Water. Like, nigga, I had one on my face,
One on-
one on my balls, nigga. Said, nigga, you ate the pussy, nigga.
Hell yeah.
Hey, what you think about the nigga DC Fly Youngin? Like, y'all think he like funny?
To me, I feel like to a certain extent.
DC.
I've
Oh,
seen
said
certain
Fly
things.
Young, I
And his
I
name-
fuck
DC
with
Young
him.
Fly.
Yeah,
I
whatever
fuck
his
with
name
Said
is.
Fly Young, and I'm like, who is
That
this
nigga
nigga?
He's
funny.
funny in like
Well, it's
Got
certain
beef with young boys.
certain
Like,
things
this
that he
nigga.
got going. You feel me? It's like I don't think he funny all the time. I feel like he got
some funny moments, funny skits, but I've seen some shit from him where I'm like, yeah, he kind of extra right here. I don't really like this too much, or this ain't really like my speed, and I just change it. You know.
So if you strip,
I think he be doing him.
if you strip Madea from Tyler Perry, is that nigga funny?
But I don't even think he wasn't trying to be comedic. I think that was just his comedy relief for that play shit. I remember when Madea popped, and I was like, bitches used to be like, oh, watch this. We going over my girl house. She got this new play. And I'd be like watching this shit like it's kind of funny, yeah, but it's
a lot
some
of
shuck and jive shit. And I don't like musicals and no shit like that. Like, I ain't sitting through this shit.
Yeah.
And
That shit was funny.
It was some of it was, at first, though, like I'm talking about like 02, 03.
Yeah, like the
that
plays.
was funny. Those shits would be
But
funny.
when it got into the big productions, it wasn't funny.
And then it
First
wasn't
shit
funny.
It was more
because
serious.
You want to know why? That's like a nigga. He had to redo it. He basically redid his plays on a bigger scale. You
Yeah.
feel me?
But
for
you gotta
everybody.
cater to all
To
the
everybody,
too.
yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
think about who's about to
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
So it was different. It had
Facts.
to
The
be.
shit
just lost me.
really
When the
come
singing came, it
alive.
just
That
lost me,
shit
bro.
dope.
I don't like that singing.
But then you got different
Yeah,
influences
that shit
coming
weird.
in at the same time too, because now you getting different people opinions on how you putting it together. Because he got his own like film studios, production shit. all
no,
that.
hell no,
Yeah,
nigga.
he put on for everybody.
Nigga rich as fuck,
That's some
nigga.
boss shit.
Nigga rich as
But
fuck.
But he
like,
still
but I-
got to get these
but I-
opinions from like these people
rich
in
as
But I
certain
feel like that they
demographics.
put this nigga on just so he can continue to kind of make stereotypical.
I ain't gonna lie though, that
like
nigga can't-
weird shit at
that
certain
nigga puts-
points.
it's
Some of
like-
that
like
shit
his
weird.
shit just
I ain't gonna
broke
lie,
through
bro.
the system. Like
nigga,
the
that
shit
nigga,
was
he
so
got
viral.
like he like 85%
Everybody was fucking
BET
with
right
it.
now. And
I believe that. I believe that for
But
sure.
BET ain't beat what
And
BET
other
was.
but see, they ain't even that. I'm talking about from motherfucking like what's that shit called? Like Lifetime shit, nigga, to weed type of TV. Like he got
Oprah
different
Network,
shows. That
TV
nigga got
One,
different shows,
Oprah
and all
Network,
type of shit,
Bounce
bro.
TV.
And
You
he
wouldn't
got
even
his
think
own
you'll see that
studio.
nigga name at the end. You'll see his name at the end, like executive producer.
He do
Tyler
got, like,
Perry was
yeah.
like, damn, this was a whole ass
He
white
like he
show.
on the Byron Allen
Like-
level. Like, well, he almost at Byron.
And then when you
Allen
look at if you see his shit too, he got that big ass studio. You feel
Yeah.
me? So most of
They
his shit is
shoot in
shot
there.
is there. You know
That shit
what I'm
like
saying?
shoot
that nigga
shit
got an
there.
They
actor's
got a big ass
plantation.
Paramount studio, bitch. He got a motherfucking a landing pad at his shit, bro.
That
Like,
nigga got some shit.
let me
Yeah.
pull up the Tyler Perry shit on this jet.
I'll send the Lamborghini for you.
That's
Like,
major.
that's the shit he tell you. Like, you got to check in a hotel
some
like
boss
2 miles from the plantation. I'll send a Lambo with a driver for you.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga sent a Tesla to drive itself.
But
to
then
pick
it's
you
like
up.
the spot is a secret location. You
Yeah,
can't
but-
know how to
And
get
then
there.
The windows
it's
is
so
tinted when you get in the
strategic.
car. You
It's
can't
so-
see
it's
out
so-
though.
It's so crazy
And he ain't
because
even there.
it's so crazy because nigga, a lot of
Niggas a
motherfuckers-
voice coming through the
Yeah,
speakers.
you be walking to the
Like you
room
made
with
it.
your
Okay,
bag.
you made it. All right.
A lot of people could have been did that though. Like the same shit that he did. You feel what I'm saying?
But they
Get
just
they
didn't want
studio.
to.
They just didn't do it.
A lot of people could have been
Like, that nigga
did
said,
shit.
that nigga said Hollywood don't want to let me in. I go build my own Hollywood. Fuck
Real
it.
shit.
Kick the dough
And
down.
I'm gonna pay niggas more than Hollywood. Fuck it.
But
What?
what
And
you
do
said
it in
about
Atlanta.
As long as
just-
you got the money to do it, you feel me? You could do that.
He the first
Niggas
nigga
gonna
that
show
paid. What's his name? What he paid her a milli, nigga. Todd. What's her name? Todd. Whatever. For the baby boy bitch.
Taraji.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ty.
He said the baby
Hey,
boy bitch.
And then
Baby boy bitch.
This nigga
and Cicely, what's her name?
disrespectful.
And Cicely Tyson, nigga. He paid her $1 million for a day.
Yeah, Cicely Tyson.
Well, damn,
legend.
like, yeah, she a legend.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. For
Was
a
a
day
legend.
though,
She's
her
still-
little
I think she
scene.
just
That was
passed.
his nigga.
Did she say
shot
anything?
That, scene.
Yeah, she
that scene that she had when it was at the little family reunion at the end. She got a milli for that.
That's
just
what's
for
up.
that.
He said a milli.
That's more on some respect type of shit.
Yeah, I
You feel me?
feel.
But Hollywood ain't gonna respect
That's
nigga.
what
But
Hollywood
damn.
nigga
Like he was
respect
respecting her.
That's
feel
like
me,
you.
man?
That's like
Hollywood,
you are
come
like
on, man,
real.
you already-
Like
That was
like,
him
oh,
on some
and
like,
exactly.
all right,
$1
black
million.
man.
That's
Okay,
That's like,
yeah.
and I got
But
it.
I know who you are,
And
and
I
I'm
got-
asking you to do something.
And I got it.
Yeah.
It's just a
Facts.
respect low.
why
I
would
do
I
some
not
shit
do
like
that?
that. Like if I had it, nigga, Dave Chappelle money or some shit. And I'm
No, no,
like,
no, no, but think,
and they
who-
ask me
who
can I
else
put on?
out
I'll be
there-
like, here you go, my nigga. This is for you.
Who else
'Cause-
out there that he could put in the movie, right? That he would pay that amount of money to? That's alive today. That's played the type of roles like Cicely
Oprah?
Tyson did.
Oprah. But Oprah got it like that, so
Oprah.
she already a
See,
billionaire.
Oprah
so.
not stupid.
It
She
ain't
was
even
gonna
about
be
the
money.
money.
I'm pretty sure they
Like-
invested in the gang of shit together.
Yeah, that's why they was like
They already breaking bread.
Yeah,
Oprah
they been-
already made
That's
some
when he
money.
was going on her
Like, I'm a
shows
part of
promoting
it.
this shit. He was
On the
promoting.
real.
He was promoting. She kind of presented him to the rest of the world because like He was kind of one of the last niggas that was on that.
That nigga was cool.
He was one of the
first, like,
That's
one of
what
the
I
first
mean.
niggas
That's
to get in
invested
their
interest.
circle.
But he was one of the last, I feel like, especially in the black community, that came up on
Oprah
that
don't let nobody
chitlin
in,
circuit,
bro.
what they call the chit, but like on that word of mouth of only us, we only know.
Oprah don't
like
let
you
nobody
see it
in.
at your auntie house, she watching it, and she got it from her homegirl house. Like real shit. Like I said, I'm older. I remember that's how MC Hammer blew up. As a kid, I can remember nigga me being with my mom at her friend house. We in Inglewood somewhere, and her homegirl like, look at this, and put a tape in. This nigga Hammer fucking it up. And us as kids, that was us. We was like, God damn, who is this nigga? Like, and
it was like the wacky D shit in the 5 Heartbeats.
Literally. And no, CV4.
Or CV4, I mean,
but it
yeah.
went from that to like, he went from that seeing him there to to Hammer. But so, and I felt like Tyler Perry was the last of that breed of nigga, like niggas knew, we know. Like black people, you go to somebody's house, they watching it. Somebody like, oh my girl gave me this DVD. My grandma and them was watching this. It was some funny shit. I want to finish this, and you watched it like. And this shit kind of funny. You laughing at certain parts, and you like, this shit is, this is dope how they put this together for.
That's low key how that beef shit got around to me.
Yeah, same shit. All of that. That was a whole era of the hood to hood. And,
all that crazy shit.
All of the
around.
DVDs, the beef,
The Criminals Going Wild.
all them shits was
Going Wild.
that was a major era in like LA. Especially, I feel everywhere around the country, but especially in LA, when like
The
niggas
cross
would
country
mixtape.
pimping.
Yeah, cross country
Them
pimping.
DVDs.
Because you got to remember back in the day, it was pumps and dumps, and with the lowrider shit, niggas
I
with
thought that
Young
was
Hov.
porno.
That's what it sound like.
No,
yeah.
pumps and dumps.
That sound like a Brian Pumper
Pumps
series.
and dumps was
Well, I
from
got
the
a
homie,
question.
the
I got
homie
a
Young
question.
Hov. That fuck with currency.
I got a question. So, as comedians, y'all don't feel no type of way of putting on a dress?
Hell no, I ain't doing that shit.
That's
Hell no, nigga, I'll sock you on.
No, it's just because it's like, what's the point if it don't make sense?
Like for the
especially
bag.
now that I know like
You
what
said
it
for the
is.
bag?
It's like nigga, I'll
He
do.
said it don't make sense.
I'm like, I'm cool. Like I could do something else, or what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go get a nigga that'll put that motherfucker on, and I'll manage him and get a percentage of that bag. I know an actor. I know a nigga that's a comedian. He funny too, but he willing to do that shit
Whoever
and
they
tell that
want you
nigga.
When they want you to.
Nah,
he said they won't shoot up.
For real, they got that bag.
I feel like not like I'm gonna be the toughest nigga in Hollywood, but I already know what I've seen it since I was a kid, my nigga. Like what you do with every. I as a kid, I remember looking like nigga. Every major black comedian had a Disney contract at the end of their career, and these were the raunchiest niggas. When they were like
This shit's gonna make or break you, though.
and I'm like, damn, Richard Pryor, who was Richard Pryor,
Nah, look, I'm the
nigga was
nigga.
doing Disney movies at the end near the end of his
Look,
career.
I'm gonna be the
Martin got
nigga,
a
bruh.
Disney. It's like,
Hey.
You said
damn,
Martin?
Martin was doing nigga first night. Was it
It's
first
either
night
gonna
of
make or
Disney?
break you,
I
bro.
think
But
it's-
did he have a dress on?
No, I'm saying, but Disney is the
Martin,
equivalent. I
you
feel
wrong.
like
It's either gonna make or break you,
but
though.
they feel
Shanae.
Disney is like I'm a
That
like
nigga had Big
take
Mama,
this,
Shanae.
but exactly,
Yeah, all that.
but I'm saying
He was going,
he was going
he
in
didn't
with
give a fuck. He
it.
was
But
going, yeah.
but that's what
Fuck
I'm
it.
saying. It's Disney will give you a check to be like. Nigga, you ain't cussing, you ain't smoking, you ain't fucking in your movies, you ain't nobody getting fucked in your movies, ain't no bussing, no real shit that kind of shows either the air.
You
what
said Disney?
No, this is what they'll give you a check to wipe off your fucking what your history is or what you built
Yeah.
on. And I feel like I've seen that from Richard Pryor. I remember when like I looked at it and all the most raunchy niggas, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Martin, niggas that went hard, that was legendary, that are known for legendary specials, all ended their career ended once they signed with Disney. And they did like these like cupcake movies
family movies?
and they did them. And then Cube is the only nigga that I feel like did that, and still he's Cube. And that shit ain't shaking his shit because that's Cube, and you ain't fucking with his kind of morals. He like, I can get my bag, I ain't wearing no dress, but I can do a kid movie, still drop bars on niggas. And nigga, I'll be the Don Mega and all this other shit. So I feel like he's an exception because it's always an exception. But there's a lot of these niggas that was dope, and it's not saying that Martin ain't dope or these niggas ain't hard or Eddie Murphy, but I seen that shit to where like they were doing movies where they not cussing or the shit that you remember of the humor that made them.
Yeah.
And Disney took that away from them, but they gave them like a stupid fucking $150 million, $80 million
Oh, like
bag.
Dr. Doolittle. and
Yeah,
shit like
exactly.
that.
Like Martin and First Night, and even though the shits is funny, and there's certain shits, but you like, come on, nigga, this ain't Martin.
This ain't
my
Martin,
nigga.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so you wrangle a nigga up and throw him like into the wall.
This
like,
ain't
so-
get to step and mark.
Yeah, this ain't
You feel
throwing
like you feel like that would happen to Kevin Hart, right?
I feel like, because I watched Kevin
Kevin
Hart.
Hart got the longest run.
But
I ain't
I
gonna
watched
lie.
Kevin Hart from the Rockefeller era.
His shit.
But
Like,
Paper Soldiers
when
is
he
a
was
lot
the
different
Rockefeller,
than
when he was the
you
Rockefeller
know, the
comedian.
other shit that's out now.
And he was doing his Rockefeller shit, and it was
That's
funny.
what, Beanie
And then it was was Paper
Paper Soldiers.
Paper Soldiers.
Yeah.
It's him, Beanie, and
Yeah, I remember
a bunch of other like Rockefeller people. But he did his shit, and he was always funny. And then it went from that to
But they grow. They start maturing as.
he just kept.
But I think
felt like
that's
he
where
kept
they
doing the
fuck up
same
at.
shit. I
But
felt
as
like
they
he just
get
kept
older,
doing
they
the
want to
same
take
shit.
more serious roles and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
nigga, you a
ain't nothing wrong with
comedian,
that.
nigga. Fuck that.
Commercialized.
Be funny, nigga. You started off, just be funny, my
Ain't
nigga.
nothing
he
wrong
on a
with
But
that.
it's the
bigger
same
screen.
thing with Chris Tucker, like we were saying about
he did
the
the
whole.
But he chose up on
Friday
that. That's the thing.
situation.
He was
Yeah.
looking for that. Like that's how when they
Because
tell
once
the
he
story,
did Rush Hour, he was like, "Well, I
wanna
low-key
do-
don't
I ain't
really want to go
smoking.
back to do that."
I'm not smoking no more. Like I can't do that. I go to church. I got kids. That's literally what he said.
Was Rush
He
Hour
was
before or after Money Talks?
after.
After Money
Yeah.
Talks.
What about
Okay.
that?
But Money Talks
what
was
the
after
other
Friday.
one?
Yeah,
Wasn't
Money
there
Talks
another one
was
though?
funny as fuck.
With Bruce Willis or something, Chris
That's-
Tucker or something.
That's Money Talks.
Fifth Element.
Element.
Fifth
Fifth
Element.
Element.
That was like 97.
That was way before though, huh?
That was like 97.
I think Chris
Yeah.
Tucker
That
best
like a
shit
little
was
after Friday.
Dead Presidents, bro.
Yeah.
On me.
That shit was classic.
I fuck with that. Dead Presidents. That's his
What's
best
y'all?
shit
All
to
of
me.
y'all
nigga had
individually?
Al
What's
Green.
all of y'all favorite stand-up specials? Just from any comedian. What's y'all individual?
Mike Epps, man. I'm like,
I got a couple.
I fuck with Mike Epps.
I for sure fuck with Martin shit. I for sure fuck with Eddie Murphy shit. Eddie Murphy, Martin, Bruce.
Bruce.
Definitely
Funny.
fuck with Bruce Bruce.
What's
That's
the
a
big?
big tip.
Lavelle.
Or Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah.
Funny as fuck.
I used to get him and Bruce mixed up when I was a kid. Like,
On everything.
There was both big ass niggas and shit. Yeah.
So I always thought like, who would you put? Like pick Lavelle Crawford or Bruce. Like who
I'm
do you think
picking
was
Lavelle.
funnier?
I'm
I always
Lavelle.
felt like Lavelle Crawford was
Yeah,
funnier than
Lavelle
Bruce.
was funny.
And what happened to me
Yeah.
was like Bruce was funny, right? But then when they had him host Comic View and he had to stretch out his time, it's like,
He got
bro, you're not
watered
really
down.
as funny no more.
Yeah. It like kind of just showed he didn't have that material.
He didn't have.
It's working with Steve Harvey because that nigga funny. Every time I watch Family Feud, that nigga is funny. He the best host.
He be out.
He funny.
All right, you
I mean,
remember DC Curry? What was it? Uncle
Yeah.
Elroy.
Yeah.
From
He
next
was funny
Friday.
as fuck.
Yeah.
He used to be on Comic View.
I never seen him do a stand up before.
He was one of the main niggas that used to be on Comic View.
Yeah.
Damn near every night.
Comic View is cracking.
Like DC was like, that's the first place I seen Mike Epps was on Comic View when he had the Cowboys jersey on, and he was talking about the fat niggas with pagers and shit. Like,
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
ain't seen that one either.
Comic
I'm
View
lacking.
going up.
I'm lacking on the Comic View.
I was a little nigga watching that shit.
man,
Man, I used to have a Comic View mixtape.
Oh yeah.
It was like the 8-hour VHS
that
that you
shit
would
was
buy,
going
like the
up.
blank one, and you
Yeah.
could just record shit on it. So every time Comic View would come on, I would record like different nigga sets. I go to sleep sometimes, you know, cause you get that second show come on at like 10. I go to sleep, but that shit'll still be recording.
man.
I go back. All right, now I can add more Comic View. So I had a whole VHS. The homies was floating around
Man.
with just Comic View shit on it for 8 hours.
I used to do the same shit. I got my ass whipped. I was over, I recorded over a porno, nigga. Possibly. Nigga recorded, it was red. I forgot what that shit was, but he was hot about it, nigga.
Fat booties, 18, nigga.
It was some shit like that. Bubble
Like,
butt, some
nigga.
shit. Nigga, I don't know what it
Like,
was.
why you leave that shit in the VCR
It was in the
anyway,
VCS
nigga?
red. Nigga, I put that shit in like, damn. Nigga, I'm trying to record this shit,
Yeah.
though. Hold on.
Hey, that Shaq comedy special shit is dope too.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Lit.
Yeah, this nigga high. Hell yeah.
Man.
All right, y'all. Look, we go get ready to roll out. Let's tell everybody where we can find everybody at. G5, tell everybody where they can find you at.
My
Oh,
nigga
Mac and tap in.
Find a homie on Mars.
grammed out.
Mac and tap in with me, you know what I'm saying, on the gram. G the number 5 YVELIKETHIS, you feel what I'm saying? G5 like this, you feel me?
Well, look, find me on Instagram at Ratchet Azz Killa. You spell that ass with 2 Z's. You hear me? Yeah.
It's the one and only Young Sam at Poppy Chulo Sam on Instagram.
It's Tony Grams. Follow me on IG, TONY_GRAMS. And shit, I'll follow you back if you ain't a weirdo. So, we here.
Cool as Cam. Tap in, COOLAZZCAM. Tap in with Innovative Culture at innovative.culture on Instagram. Tap in with our website at www.theinnovativeculture.com. And subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture. And we out of this motherfucker.
Innovative.